you know anything about this movie?
No. Yes, I do. I know
Okay.
it's basically the sequel to The Shining.
All right.
So I definitely do know that. Love The Shining.
Did you watch any of the trailers?
Did not.
Okay.
Did not want to spoil it for myself at all. So this is the first time that I did not look at Rotten Tomatoes, didn't look at any of the trailers or anything else. So I'm going in completely like a virgin.
Is Vitamin Water one of our sponsors? Because you're waving it around a lot.
Hell, I wish. Vitamin Water, hey. But no, they're not. But the movie, I'm expecting suspense, probably not a lot of gore. But you know, like I said, I'm open. I am completely open. Hopefully it plays into the same parallel as The Shining did and actually captures and continues on from when The Shining left off. So I'm hoping that's what the case will be.
Okay.
So we shall see. So we're here to see Dr. C.
Dr. Sleep, yes.
Yes.
The exciting sequel to the first movie.
Yes.
I can't remember the name
The Shining.
The Shining.
Now I'm gonna help you out here.
Okay.
So it was The
Now,
Shining.
Terry and I watched a video last night to give you some of a summary. So I learned some things about it, and that is that it was a very popular book. I didn't know Stephen King wrote this book. I had never heard of it, honestly. But it is the sequel. And the other thing that they said to keep in mind was that the movie, the first movie, The Shining, was an adaptation of his book. So there was a lot of things in the movie that are not in the book and vice versa.
Okay.
This movie is going to have some of the movie and some of the book both at the same time to please both audiences.
Gotcha.
So we will see how that goes. Okay, Terry, what do you know about this movie we are about to see?
Well, this is like the third Stephen King adaptation.
The third one?
This is like his third movie this year.
Oh, yes, yes.
Stephen
He's
King. Yeah,
making
it's
a lot of movies.
Yes. So Dr. Sleep, I don't know much about it. I just watched The Shining probably like 3 or 4 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that this is a continuation from that. This is the little boy Danny. I think his name is Danny.
Yep.
He's a little boy and he's full grown and he's being played by Ian McGregor.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm really excited. I'm a big Ian McGregor fan.
Yes, you are.
I'm really a big Ian McGregor fan.
Hey, Dayron.
Hi.
What are you looking forward to in
Today
this
we're
movie?
watching Mr. Rogers, and I'm very excited to watch Mr. Rogers.
That's the wrong
today.
movie.
Oh, no, we're watching Dr. Sleep, son. And I wish I had some sleep. I don't know anything about this movie. I watched the first one many moons ago. Many moons ago. It was a scary movie. I remember Jack Nicholson peering through the thing. That's the classic, iconic thing. And I guess this is the little kid grown up. And then he meets this other little kid. I think it's a little girl.
Yes. With the same talent.
With the same talent. And then there's, I guess, people after them trying to kill the Shining people.
That's what it looks like.
It sounds like Stranger Things season 2, honestly.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, and I didn't watch the entire season 2 of Stranger Things, but I don't know, it just gave me that weird vibe, but it looks like a good movie. It's 2 hours and 34 minutes long.
Did not know that. Okay.
It's a long movie.
Yes, it is.
I might be going to see it.
Well, hopefully it's so exciting that it keeps you enthralled.
So exciting. I'm so excited right now.
You look super excited.
You're magic. Like me.
I always called it The Shining.
We are The Tall Table. I am DJ Zion7.
I'm Ray.
I'm Mike.
I'm Dayron.
And we just come back from watching Doctor Sleep, which is a sequel to The Shining. What did you guys think?
I thought it was a very good movie.
So why don't you go ahead and do your review
Yeah.
then, Mike, since
Right.
you just jumped right on in. Go ahead.
Well, no, it was. I knew nothing about this movie going in. I had just known that it was a book written by Stephen King. It was a book that I had never heard of before. They had warned us in a special that we saw about the movie yesterday that it might be a little bit slow because the book was a little bit slow. I felt like it was the pace that the story needed to be. It was probably like a typical Stephen King book in that they could only take certain sections from the book because so much happens in all of his books. So I think they probably had a challenge getting that down to 2.5 hours. It didn't lag for me. It was a long movie, yes it was, but I thought it was definitely worth it. I enjoyed all the characters. It was neat to go back to that famous hotel. I liked the introduction of the new characters. I don't know the name of the girl. Do y'all remember the name of the girl? Abrah, that was it. Abrah was a really fascinating character. She's an actress that I know that we will see more of later. I don't want to say too much. I don't want to take it away from the other reviews. But it was a unique story, and I was pulled in for the entire time. I had never looked at my watch, actually. So for me, this movie in this category of movies was a 4.
Nice. Lukewarm. Let me guess, another lukewarm 4.
No, this was a good 4. It was a good positive 4. It would have been a higher score if it had maybe gone on a little bit faster or maybe a little bit more action or something. But a 4 is a really good, solid score.
Gotcha.
Movie score.
All right, well, I'm going to jump into mine and make mine extremely, extremely quick. Love the movie 100%. From when we talked about the It movie, I kind of let you guys know that I was pretty much a Stephen King fan. So
Yes.
therefore, I thought it was going to be hard for any, director to go ahead and kind of match up with Stephen King, any of Stephen King's books behind it. But I think this is actually topped that for me. I'll go ahead and kind of give you my stars. My stars, I'm going to give it a 5. Honestly, it was a 5-star for me. It was a little bit longer, but I think it needed to be that length to really go ahead and set the stage.
There was a lot going on.
Yeah, there was a lot of different things going on between Ian McGregor, where he was at with his life, to introducing the new cast and characters and all of that great stuff. So I think they needed to go ahead and build that foreground for us to really capture and understand what was the final climactic scene and what happened at that point in time. I completely love the cast. Ian McGregor is definitely a great actor for me. Sometimes I get a little thrown off because I always remember him from Star Wars. But the thing is, and certain actors do that for me, but he did such a profound job in this. I didn't even think about him in Star Wars. So I definitely think that is it worth going to go ahead and see? Absolutely yes. I mean, guys, it makes you want to go ahead and go back to The Shining and kind of look at The Shining, because they did tie in certain components and concepts of The Shining into this. So
It was really neat.
Yes. Is it a standalone? It could be a standalone. You don't have to go ahead. I mean, I know where you're at. You always say, I feel as everybody should go ahead and go and see the first one before they go to the second one. But if you, for whatever reason, were too young, your parents didn't allow you to go see The Shining, watch The Shining and stuff like that, you could definitely go and watch this and get, a complete understanding about what was going on. So 5 stars for me. Great movie. I know Rotten Tomatoes, we talked about it, we kind of looked at it. It was basically a 78, it got a 70, high 70%.
Medium high.
Yeah, medium 70, 78% from Rotten Tomatoes. So I think they kind of hit it on the head on that end. But I enjoyed the movie greatly. So definitely, for sure, I would say, not a Netflix, go see it, spend the money.
Okay.
So that's me. I'm trying to keep the energy up,
Okay.
It's just the thing of it's raining over here and yours, so so I'm trying to bring the energy right now. All right, so who's next? Ron.
I'll go ahead and hit it next. I did see The Shining. It's been a few years, though, since I've seen The Shining, so I only remembered mostly the key parts, but they did a good job of bringing you back, especially in certain scenes. They did small flashbacks. As a standalone movie, I'm going to agree with Ray. It definitely can be a standalone movie. I enjoyed it a lot. I dug the special effects, how they did the remote viewing when you kind of just, I forget, like the word escapes me right now,
But she like teleports and she kind of remote views what other people are doing, and different people have different powers in The Shining. So I thought that was kind of cool. I kind of wish we would have got to see some of the other people's powers, but the movie drug on long enough as it was. I feel like if they would have dove into that, it would have been like a 3-hour movie. But even so, the movie was slow, but it was quick at the same time because it kept you entertained. I wasn't bored. I got goosebumps a few of the times. I love how they did the scenes. I love how they added the music in certain scenes and how they panned away and then panned back. Like, it was a really different style of filming that I'm not used to, and I enjoyed it a lot. So I'm actually going to give the movie a 5, just like Ray. It is one of the best movies I've seen this year, actually, and that is my score. Go see it, Dr. Sleep, and I'm going to pass it on to DJ Zion 7.
Bring it home. Bring it home. The thing is, I don't know what to give. Wow. I don't know what to give this movie because, for me, it was too slow. I found it too slow. I think the movie was very good, just very slow. I found so many elements from all of his other movies in there also.
Which they said we would.
Yeah. Whenever they called them some kind of squad. I can't remember the name.
I can't remember either.
But they were like vampires where they would suck the shining out of people. And that was the whole thing, sucking the shining out. But that was done in another movie from him, The Sleepwalkers. The Sleepwalkers. It was something like that. I feel so bad because I know all these movies and I can't think of them right now. But there was so many references to all his other books. The other thing I will say too is that in a lot of his movies, they go after kids. And they went after kids. And this one, they went after kids. And Sleepwalkers, they went after kids. I guess because they're pure.
They're defenseless.
Defenseless,
Yeah.
Pure.
And
gullible.
Yeah. So I will give this movie a 4. I can't give it a 5 because it was too long for me. It was way too long. I feel like that story could have been wrapped up a little bit quicker than that. That's my honest opinion.
Although,
my honest opinion.
I'm not really sure which part you would be editing out of it.
Honestly?
Mm-hmm.
I could have taken the hotel out.
What?
At the end?
At the end?
Tell you why? Because let me tell you why.
That was the climax.
But it's not the climax. Because in Stanley Kubrick's version, he differed from the book. In the book, the hotel was already burnt down.
Okay.
So in this one, they're playing off of the Shining movie version versus the book,
right?
Because the hotel's already gone.
Gotcha.
I just feel like they were whooping a injured cow. It was already done.
Wow.
I mean, and it's just like I felt like the people who were sucking the life out were enough for this movie. It's like, how many bad guys do you want? Okay. Just being honest.
Okay.
I mean, hey, that's nice, but I got a 4.
I asked the question.
A weak 4.
Yeah. It's
So-
pushing for this 4. It's pushing for this 4.
Shallow water.
I mean, again, I want movies that I haven't seen before, and I just feel like every movie is the same movie all over again.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, guys, let us
I
know what
respect
you
it.
think down below in the comments of the movie.
Absolutely. So we average score. I think at the average score we got about a 4.5. So 4.5. So therefore, like I said, big thing about it is you get different. You kind of seen a bunch of our different. Hopefully, you've seen a bunch of our different reviews and stuff like that, and hopefully, one of our personalities fit yours. We're all normally either different or we're pretty much the same.
No, I'm not saying. I'm not saying not to go see it. They should go see it.
No, what I'm saying is your mindset is just like my mom. She was gone to a couple different ones. She was like, I agree with Terry. So, and then my brother will go watch ours, and he'd be like, I agree with Mike. So it seems like that. Okay, so anyway.
My witch is way too
okay.
All right, guys.
The thing is, we have different personalities, different takes on it and stuff like that. So you kind of heard ours, but I mean, all the way through it's about a 4.5. So I know we're trying to go ahead and tie this up. But big thing about it is, guys, tell us what your comments are once you go ahead and see it. Tell us if we don't know what we're talking about. If Mike's talking BS. If I'm right. I'm always right, but anyway, they're wrong.
If I'm wrong, yes, put it in the comments.
Put it in the comments.
I will write back.
We definitely welcome it. Definitely, we're on Instagram. We do have our webpage, so you can definitely visit us there, or on, as you're watching right now, YouTube. So that being said, guys, we're going to be signing off with Live
Your
Best
Life.
Bye.
All right, guys. See ya.
stay tuned for our next movie review.
Definitely like and subscribe if you haven't yet, and we will
It will be a shorter movie.
push all the buttons.
Shorter.